Whenever you're ready.
I'm ready.
Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Lanita Witherspoon, and I have two daughters that are currently in the Wichita Prep Upward Bound program, and I'm delighted to get an opportunity to explain why it is that I'm so impressed with the program. There's just a few things that I want to cover. First, I don't know if they've talked about it already, but the program was implemented back in 1965, which was prior to my graduation. However, um, I wasn't given the opportunity to take advantage of the program. I do wish I had, though, because if I had taken advantage or been able to participate back then, my future definitely would have been changed. There's so many advantages to being in the program. One of the requirements is that the children must maintain a 2.5 grade point average, also attend a minimum of 2 hours of tutoring per week. My children would be mortified if their grade point average ever dropped to a 2.5, or if for whatever the reason they're not allowed to do more than 2 hours of tutoring per week. Generally, they're 2 hours per day, unless there's another activity preventing them from doing so. One of the things that they've gotten from the program is striving for their best. And so they beg to be able to come to tutoring. They monitor their grade point average. They know exactly where they are in class ranking, which when I was in school, I had no idea of where I stood in my class ranking or even the importance of my class ranking. I was always an intelligent student, made really good grades, but I did not have the tools or the support of the means of going to college. And so at some point, I got discouraged and I felt that college was not an option for me, even though I was bright, articulate, could have had a great future. So I'm glad that my children are afforded the opportunity that I missed. There are a lot of things that, aside from just grade point averages, that they focus on with our children, and they keep us informed as parents. I do try to do what I can for my kids and make sure that I interact with their teachers, but I do still need help from time to time. And one of the things that they've made sure that I was aware of were the recent changes in the admissions for college. I had no idea about the changes. They did inform me of the changes and also made sure that my children were doing what they needed to do to make sure that they could gain admission into a four-year college. Also, they informed me of the Kansas Scholars, which I had no idea about. Again, that was one of the things that even as I look back at my own educational career, something that I would have been eligible for had I been informed of the opportunity. The other thing, even with the curriculum, I mentioned before, I try really hard to stay in communication with my children's parents, or teachers, I'm sorry. And one of the things that I remember is last year, my oldest daughter was having a problem with physics. She was frustrated, I was frustrated. She's going to tutoring 10 hours a week, and she's just not making any progress. She was upset, which made me upset as a parent, but I didn't know what else to do. After speaking with an Upward Bound representative, we were able to schedule a meeting with the teacher, the administrator, myself, my student, and also a member of the Upward Bound staff. And we were able to come together and come up with a plan, understand where it was going wrong, but also open up the communication between the teacher and Upward Bound so we could make sure that my daughter was very successful in the class, which I'm grateful for because I wouldn't have known what else to do. So just one of the other great ways that they help our children. And another way that you know that they care not only about their statistics, but actually about your child, because they took time out of their day to be there. So I'm grateful for that. Also, they do have the summer program, which I like to refer to as something similar to on-the-job training. The kids are able to go and stay on campus, take classes actually at the university, and learn how to juggle the responsibilities of work, well, schoolwork, and their own lives, and they're responsible for their things. So for me, when my daughter goes away to college, she's going to already be prepared. She's stayed away from home. She's managed doing her homework. She's been responsible. So the fear of what will it be like won't be an obstacle for her. She'll be able to go to a college of her choice and not be held back by fear. In fact, that'll be something that's not even new to her because she's done it repeatedly throughout the summer. Also, at the end of the summer, there is a production, which is a huge event. And the thing that I like most about it is participation by the kids is not optional. Everyone has to participate. The great thing about that is it gives everyone an opportunity to shine in their own light. So whatever thing it is that you're good at, you're able to do that. And they learn about putting on productions. And, it's a learning process as well as a self-esteem building process. And I just want to say that I am grateful for the opportunity that my children have been given to participate in the program. At the same time, I'm a little saddened by the children that would qualify for the program but don't get a chance to make it just simply because they weren't made aware. So I hope by doing this today, we can kind of get the word out, because I know there's tons of children that would definitely benefit and their futures will be greatly impacted by the opportunity to participate in the Wichita Prep Upward Bound program. And then just knowing that as a parent, I'm grateful because I know that my children are empowered to be whatever it is that they want to be. They're not limited anymore. I don't have to worry about what the future will be. I know that for them, they know now that the future is whatever they make it. And they're not limited by lack of exposure or lack of support. It's just whatever they want to be. And they understand that the sky's not even the limit. It's just the beginning. So for that, I'm grateful.